cannot pick up a drink. It cannot. Alcoholism needs a fuel, though. It gets hyper expressive when it has alcohol or drugs in the system of its host. It does. That's when it really goes to town, doesn't it? Like you may be going crazy in your head, but as soon as when you pick up that bottle and then you drink it, the genie's out of the bottle, now you're up on stalking charges. Now shit starts really happening out here, yeah? So here you are, alcoholism needs a fuel to really express itself. And it's called alcohol and drugs. And it doesn't have a car, it can't drive to the store, doesn't have a lips, doesn't have an arm to reach it. So what does it do? It jacks into your thinking and convinces you it's a good idea to drink. And as soon as it has you comply and you pick up that drink, now the physical craving kicks in, you're fucked. It has you. Now it's going to ride you. It's like dancing with a gorilla. It stops when it wants to stop. It rides you until it doesn't want to ride you anymore. And you're not going to be lucky enough to die, because you're its only host. It's going to keep you alive a long fucking time. You ever see alcoholics and drug addicts? You couldn't kill them with a fucking shotgun. Like more adaptable than cockroaches. They just keep coming back. You know, guys have been living on the streets in Haight-Ashbury since I lived there 20-something years ago. They're still surviving. It's going to use you and use you and use you and use you and use you. But it has to have its fuel to really fortify the takeover and make a big splash out here. Yes? And it convinces you to get it what it wants. Against all fucking wisdom, doesn't it? You've been through the mill, and yet it will still convince you with its false evidence that the solution appears real. Yeah. Let me get a shot. Everything will be great. Yeah, give me a fucking break. You have to see, man. Fuck. You need a power greater than self. Now, for me, if I'm not self, yes, the power greater than self is right where I thought self was. It's right here. It's here 24/7, no requirement necessary to meet it, always available, always accessible. But before, when I was identified as self, it was always somewhere else. And many, many a time when I really needed it, it wasn't accessible by self, yes? Self didn't want to access it, or it was too fucking far away, or I'd done too many bad things. But what I truly am, which is not self, it's right where I seem to be. It's always available at all times with no requirements necessary to meet it. You're in total grace. You have a total source of power at all times as long as you admit your powerlessness. As long as you stay in that humility of admitting you're powerless, you'll never experience powerlessness. You'll always experience power. It's so beautiful. But if you think yourself still, the higher power will always be a little bit distant from you. You try to reach it with prayer and meditation, try to bring it into your life. But can you imagine if you recognize it as you? You don't need to bring it into your life. It's in your life. It is your life. It's as your life. Fuck. That's a solution. The problem will not exist for you. It will not exist as you. And if it doesn't exist as you, it will not exist for you, nor will its expressions appear real for you anymore. It only appears real for you, as self. Its false evidence appears real to the original false evidence. When you're awake, false evidence does not appear real. There's a reality to you. You can tell false from true.